Hello, this is Luay from Aleph Arabic Online, taking some Arabic lessons from chapter 112 of the Quran. Okay, so we have the first verse, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Okay, so looking at the word قُل, so قُل is the imperative say, to say he said, قَالَ, and then to say he says, يقول. So adding the prefix ya to the verb makes it he says. قُل, say, قَالَ, he said, يقول, he says. قولي, the imperative for a lady. قالت, she said, adding the ta at the end. And تقول, she says, adding the ta at the beginning as a prefix. قولي قالت تقول. Say to a woman, she said, she says. And huwa, so قل huwa means he. We have many other words such as hiya, she, anta, you for a male, anti, you for a female, hum, they, نحن, we. So huwa in this case is he. Okay, so looking at the word ahad, so you can look at the dictionary of the Holy Quran for a deeper look into that particular word, which means one basically. Uh, and there are many words which derive from ahad or wahid, the number one, wahid. So there are many words such as tawheed, which is belief in the unity of God, belief in the one God. Ja'a li wahdi, which means he came by himself. Wahid, like al-wahid, like the only thing, like it's the only thing left in the house, al-wahid. Al-umum al-mutahadda, the United Nations. So all of these words are derivatives of ahad, the number one, the meaning of one. So basically it's waw, ha, dal. These are the root letters, and the waw is a little bit weak in the sense that it gets lost in some words. It gets dropped in some words. That's why it doesn't appear everywhere. For example, in the United Nations, al-mutahadda. But they all share the same root letters and belong to the same root, meaning to be one, something single, etc. Okay, so as-samad, it's a name of Allah, the everlasting. And looking at the word lam, so it says here lam yalid, walam yulad. So lam, when you have lam with a verb, it's basically putting it in the past, and negative, it's negating a past action. So lam yalid walam yulad. So he has never had offspring, nor was he born. To put it in simpler terms, if you wanted to say, just looking at the bottom, he didn't cook. So yatbukh means he cooks. If you wanted to say he didn't cook, lam yatbukh. If you want to say she studies, it's tadrus. So if you wanted to say she didn't study, it's lam tadrus. Okay, and just looking in the middle of the screen, if you wanted to put it in the future, like I will not, he will not, she will not, then the word len is used. So we can look at that in another lesson. But len is for negating a future verb, and lam is for negating a past verb. Okay, so just the lam and the lan, not really used colloquially. It's more informal Arabic or Qur'anic Arabic, but it appears in the Quran, so that's why we're looking at it here. Okay, some other words, for example, lam yalid wa lam yulad. So again, yalid and yulad are both forms of begetting or being begotten, or to do with childbirth and children and the like. So we have some root letters, which the derivatives of which can be seen here on the screen. So walid, for example, is father. Walida is mother. Okay. Walad means boy or son, and awlad means child, sons, children. Sorry, sons or children. Awlad. Walad, awlad, the plural. Awlad. Qism al-wilada is the maternity department. So again, we have the waw, we have the lam, we have the dal in all of these. Qism al-wilada, maternity department. Eid milad is birthday. Okay, so again, because the waw is a weak letter in some respects, it gets dropped in some derivatives, but they all come from the same, which is to do with begetting and childbirth and the like. Okay, so in this verse, وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ, there is none comparable to him. So again, we have the lam yakun, lam yakun. It's putting a verb in the past and negative. So lam yakun, he wasn't, basically. So yakun, yakun is to be, or he is. So in the street, if you wanted to say lam yakun in the street, usually they would just say ma kan, like he wasn't. So kan, he was, ma kan, he wasn't. So here they've put it with lam, because this is Quranic Arabic. So we have other derivatives of the verb to be, which is kana, he was, on the bottom left. Kanat, with the suffix ta, kanat, she was. If you want to put it in the present, then we have some prefixes. So we have a ya in front of it. So it's yakun, he is. Takun, she is. Okay, so how the lam works, putting a verb in the past and negative, it uses the yakun and the takun, like we see on the bottom right, and it drops the wow, basically. So that's kind of how you use it. But again, it's not colloquial. It's just Quranic Arabic or modern standard Arabic, or in the news you might see it also. So kana, he was, kanat, she was, yakun, he is, takun, she is. So how can we use it colloquially? Let's have a little look. So some examples of the verb to be. So can, he was. Can mai, he was with me. Can mai. If you wanted to say I used to do something, so you would have the past of can, which is kunt, like I was, kuntu, or kunt, colloquially. So past plus a present verb. So kunt atbukh, like I used to cook. Kunt atbukh kul yawm. Kunt atbukh kul yawm, I used to cook daily. Okay. If you wanted to say you could have agreed with him, you could have done something, then you'd say can in the past, with the verb also in the past. So كان اتفقت معه, كان اتفقت معه, كان أجيت, which means you could have come, you could have agreed with somebody, you could have agreed with him. So using again the past to be with a past verb, it makes it kind of you could have done something. Okay, that's the end of today's lesson today. So thank you very much for listening. This is Loay from Aleph Arabic Online. Have a good day. Thank you.